Yeah.
And you can see now that the large amount is starting to hit the line there, you can see the line's getting way more saturated. The farther off furnaces that usually got starved of resources are finally starting to get some.
Uh-huh.
Just because it's getting as much as it needs now. You can see our coal is totally backed up, which is fine. All it means is less electricity being used by the drills.
Should we make like a chest for these?
No. We can just
iron
grab it
plates
from the
right
furnaces itself. We're going to have that running off onto a line of things we're crafting later.
here? Okay.
All right, how's this thing going? This furnace is full. Let me just do that. We're almost ready to make one of these for copper. And we'll probably only ever need one for stone. Even having one for stone might be overkill. In fact, let me replace this chest. Okay, here's another thing. Wooden chest, if I just build over it with a metal one,
Yeah.
it just transfers everything automatically into the new chest. Another little quality of life thing.
Yeah.
There we go. Just making sure that's still going, because we will need a lot of that at some point. Okay. Is this starved of? Yeah, that's starved of iron again. Just dump a ton in it. Nice fish.
Well, I had to put them somewhere.
Yeah. So you'll notice this assembly machine's pretty fucking slow. It's half the speed that we build by hand. So like, look at the assembly machine for the science packs. Look at how slow it actually builds them.
Oof.
Yeah, we're researching automation level 2. The level 2 ones build at 75% of our speed, which is much better, and it can build more complicated things.
The assembling machine too.
Yeah. Because it can use 3 resources rather than a max of 2, like these ones.
Oh, yeah.
But these ones use less electricity, so where you can get away with using them, use them. Because again, like, we could just produce a lot of electricity right now very easily. It just requires iron, and we have no shortage. But we would really ramp up pollution. And that would ramp up the aggression of enemies. If you hit M and you ever see red on the map, those are enemies.
I'm red.
Well, we don't count. Now, I'm going to make a radar right now. That's something you can make from the beginning. It's under military, which you probably haven't even looked at yet because we had no reason to. A radar uses a lot of electricity, and it occasionally scans the map so we can see farther and see enemy activity.
Should I make a light armor?
Yes, doesn't hurt to do it. You'll likely never end up using it by the time you have heavy armor, but there's no reason not to. And it's so easy to make.
It's just iron.
Yeah, I'll make one as well. All right, so we have a radar dish there. Looks really
Radar
nice, actually.
Hero shadow?
And doesn't it look a little StarCraft?
Yeah.
I love it.
What does Shiro Shadow mean?
Oh, certain things always have a name that is automatically generated for it. Like, look at our lab. We have a name for our lab, too.
Lab Joachim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, did we have an electricity spike there? Oh, we're having a little bit of a hard time with electricity, but it's not too bad yet. But if you look at the radar energy consumption, it's pretty high.
300 watts.
Yeah. Is that our most expensive thing in terms of electricity right now? No, our drills are, because we're using a megawatt, because we have 13 drills going.
Oh, yeah.
The radar is by far the single highest electricity using item that we have.
Yeah.
Automation level 2 done, and let's do real quick research of optics. That's a quick one.
I wonder, do you think, are these names like Kickstarter funders or something like that?
Some of them might be. This was a Kickstarter game.
Okay. That would make sense. Because I'm like, Shiro Shadow, that sounds like somebody's username somewhere.
Yeah. All right, just got like 1,000 iron real quick. Because we're producing it really fast now. So I'm going to start producing some assembly machine level 2. If you look at them, you can see it's pretty much just you make an assembly machine and then you make another one with the old assembling machine, but with a little more iron.
So the assembling machine is an ingredient.
Yeah, you're upgrading an old one. Like, I could pick up one and then use some extra resources to turn it into one if I wanted. And just like with the treasure chest, if I build over an assembly machine level 1 with level 2, it will keep its recipe. So blue is level 2, it builds faster, uses up more electricity, it's about half as much as a radar, but it can build more complicated things. Why is this thing not... Oh, it's getting slowed down by the speed of the lab right now. Okay, I was thinking, like, what's slowing down this thing? The lab can only take 2 at a time. This thing can only stockpile 2 at a time. And that's why it's not picking up any of the iron gears, because it doesn't need them, because it's waiting on the thing next in line. When we make a proper production line later, that's not going to be a problem, because they're going to be going out to conveyor belts and going out to, like, multiple different items and stuff. Like, we're going to be making an iron gear assembly machine soon, like an assembling line. That is much better for this.
Hold on, why are we not making conveyor belts right now?
Oh, I forgot to put iron in it. There we go. We want that always going because it's so important.
Yeah.
Conveyor belts are kind of major. We use it in everything.
Hmm.
All right. I think it's about time we turn this shitty little thing here into proper automation. What I want you to go do is... actually, no. I should show you how to do this because I haven't shown you how to expand this yet. I was going to task you with expanding this, but I should show you how to do it first because we've never had to expand it. We just had to build it outright. I got another boiler here. I just put it facing up, attached to the next one. I make the line a little longer. I don't have an inserter. Can you take care of that? I don't have an inserter.
I can make one, yes.
Yeah, go ahead and take care of that for me.
Okay.
And I'm making 2 steam engines because it takes a second.
Boom.
There we go.
Inserting.
And we're just going to make a 1 pipe. Actually, would it be 1 pipe? Make 5 pipe.
5 pipe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you always want a little spare. And just build from here to here. So it's touching that pipe on the side.
Okay, do I need to rotate there?
No, there's no rotation pipes. There we go. And there you go. They're connected so the steam is going down both. It all funnels into the underground pipe and hits the steam engines. Now, these steam engines, we have 1 extra one, so we can build 2 more steam engines like that.
Oh my god.
Got to make sure they're being touched by a wire that's connected to the rest, and there we go. We just doubled our electrical output.
Oh. It's wonderful.
Beautiful.
Look at how
like,
low
this one
that
boiler
production
doesn't even
bar is.
need to boil right now. It just turned itself off because we're producing enough with the other one. Oh, no, it's popping on every once in a while, depending on how much we use.
Yeah. And so you said that pipes hold just an ungodly amount of stuff.
We won't need to worry for a long-ass time about making multiple lines of pipe for the same resource.
But that does happen eventually?
On very high-scale bases, yes. So we will get there eventually. Now, if we hit M, by the way, you'll notice we've explored a bit more of the desert to the south. That's just our radar occasionally going out. Oh, if you hit M and you look up near the top, you see that little speck of crude oil. And that's a yield of 87%, which is not great, but not bad.
Can I go look at the oil?
You can go walk up there and explore it if you want to. It's just an oil patch on the ground. We don't have oil extracting technology yet, though.
I want to look at the oil.
So while you're doing that, we researched electricity for like lamps, and we also researched stone walls so we can get some kind of protection. I can see you're actually marking off more of it just by walking close to it. Nice. And there's some stone to the right too. That's actually a lot of oil you've got up there. That's pretty good, and it's not too far away. Being really far from oil can fuck you over bad. So I'm happy we have oil close to home.
I like how they're just like little puddles on the ground.
Yeah. So now we're researching steel processing. To make steel, you cook iron plates.
Yeah.
So now the ratio's not the greatest in the world, but it's important that we get steel processing because not only do we use it for a lot of things, we can get steel pickaxes, which is a better pickaxe, and we can later turn into advanced material processing, which we want early, which is steel furnaces. They're furnaces that cook much faster.
Ooh.
And so obviously we'll want to upgrade to that because that's just way more efficient.
I love upgrading my infrastructure.
Yeah. Logistics is the biggest nightmare of this game, is getting good at just figuring out how do I get this shit to where it needs to be. Because they'll be bottlenecked by speed, it'll get bottlenecked by every little thing in the world, and you've just got to backtrack it and figure out the issue.
I can't imagine like how hideous this system would be if I had designed it all alone.
Yeah, so the biggest thing that everybody learns the hard way is everybody wants to make a condensed base, because walking sucks.
Yeah.
What you start to realize is if you don't spread it out hardcore, you're going to have horrible logistics issues.
Yeah.
Because, like, no one wants to cut down this forest. Of course you don't want to cut down this forest. This fucking sucks. But you need the room.
Oh.
That's why a lot of people like to start in a desert.
I see. That makes sense.
Because no trees. I just
Can
picked
we
up, like,
make-
another 1,000 or something.
Can we, like, set the trees on fire?
When we get a flamethrower.
Oh, so that should clear them out a lot faster.
Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to start making a proper assembly machine. So you can see what I'm doing here, actually, is I'm leaving a lot of room here, just empty, in case we ever want to make more furnaces here. We might in the future, when we're able to get more ore here faster. The conveyor belts would handicap it. Because if we were to do a ton here, the conveyor belts can only get it there so fast. So what I'm going to do is around here, I think. I'm going to place a few of these. And I'm going to put all of these on iron gears. Because we want iron gears.
Assembling machine 1, huh?
Yeah.
A bold move.
We only need ones for this. We don't really need it to be that fast, so why waste the electricity?
Yeah, gotcha.
All right. And that, and that. There we go. And we can do, whoops. And we can do something like that. And run a cable out here. That'll do. Except for there. Okay. So we now have automated production of gears. Going out onto its own line.
Okay. All right.
And actually, another thing we could do. No, it's not worth doing. There's a ease of life thing I could do, where I could have the metal sheets just going on one side of the track, and then these just picking it up and then putting it down on the other side of this track, and that makes conveyor belts. It's ease of life, but it will become a logistics problem in the future. So let's not do that.
I was about to ask why they're only going onto one side of the transport belt.
They're always placed on the far side. So what we're going to do here is I'm making a splitter by hand right now.
Whoa.
And we're just going to place it right there. Actually, better yet, like that.
Okay.
There we go. And that will just go on the close side. So it'll back up fast, but it's fine if it backs up.
Okay.
We don't need too much going to this. And now this one is going to be transport belts.
All right.
And I will go ahead and make a bunch more inserters. Yeah, we can clear this place out a bit.
We're sort of graduating from our first little settlement.
Yeah, we're finally making like a proper automated base. And see, that's already grabbing both of the things it needs, so we don't need to manually do that anymore.
Oh, okay.
Now the transporter belts are being placed on the transporter belts. Don't ask me why they're a different size. It's
Suspicious.
one of life's great mysteries.
Well, you know, they are made of magic, right?
I forgot about that stupid joke I made a while ago. And until we have a better place to put them, which we will use them in recipes later, I'm just going to have them going into a chest. So we have completely automated that. We no longer need to manually make sure that the belts are still going.
Okay.
In fact, for the sake of not going insane, that'll keep them going much faster, because this one's getting bottlenecked right now by the thing being too full. There we go. And then we can just, you can just walk up to chest and just hold Control and left click on the chest, and you'll pick up everything in it, which is just transporter belts. So now you've got really fast to pick up transporter belts.
Oh man. All the transport belts I could ever need.
So now just walking back and like retroactively looking at what we built here, you can already start to see like how this game starts to spiral upwards and upwards and upwards in terms of automation. Because like we just made that whole pain in the ass thing we kept forgetting to do completely automatic. We can just forget about it forever. All of this is automated now. A crisis of power probably isn't about to happen, so the coal's not going to just stop. So we have no crisis on our hands. If we hit M, I don't see a single enemy. At least not that the radar has noticed yet. We can always build more radars, but again, it really eats up power consumption.
So the most likely crisis to happen will probably be that we run out of coal down on that spot eventually.
Eventually, but we're going to be expanding that.
I bet like you get far enough into the game that you completely forget about stuff like this and wonder why the hell everything stopped working.
Oh yeah, that happens sometimes. All of a sudden you have a power crisis where everything runs out of power and you're like, oh shit. And you run over to your steam engines and you realize that the power got bad for long enough that the electric mining drills slowed down so much that it couldn't get enough coal anymore and it spiraled out of control.
Oh.
And that's why solar power is a really nice backup. To have some batteries with solar power to make sure you can get things kick-started again. Otherwise, have fun cutting down some trees to throw emergency fuel in there to get it running again. The recommended solution to that is cut off electricity to everything but those drills so that it definitely gets enough and then you can work its way back up.
Okay.
It's not a lengthy problem, but it's a problem. All right, let me get that going again because that had stopped for a little while. And we're going to automate that very soon as well. So we want to automate Science Pack Level 1. That's copper plates and iron gears. So we need to make a mine or a smelting area for copper plates, which I'm thinking they will go up here. Copper plates you don't need nearly as many of.
Yeah.
Now that's facing that direction. I kind of wish I could just like flip it without turning it upside down. But we know we can invert this pretty easily just by eyesight. Put in the stuff that doesn't need to be flipped first, like this. You can be on inserter duty, inserter and furnace duty on this.
I will probably need to make some inserters here.
All right, I'll take care of the belts.
How many inserters are
that.
in this setup? Do you know offhand?
It's 16, 16 plus 16, 32.
Okay.
Because it's 16 furnaces, and you need an inserter to put it in and an inserter to take it out.
Oh no, I accidentally clicked to make as many as possible.
You can just left-click it in the bottom left where it's being made to tell it to fuck off.
Okay.
All right, I'm just making all the stuff I need for this. Ooh, my tool belt's getting really complicated. I can't wait for us to get green science packs because then we can make the tool belt. Because you know at the bottom how you have only so many items on your hotbar? It doubles the size of your hotbar.
Nice.
Which is very nice. And it stacks vertically, so it's clean and not messy.
So what numbers do they correspond to after 10?
Then I think it's hitting shift 1 through 10.
Okay.
All right. So I've got to flip this. And my literal inability to picture things in my head makes that difficult. Let's see if I can not fuck this up. I guess it would have to be just flip, so it'd be right there.
Oh, do the inserters need to be any different here? Any different than they would normally be?
Oh wait, no, that wouldn't be there. No, all the inserters are just regular inserters.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, that would be there. Let me just boop and boop. And that would be... Yeah. No, wait. Oh man, this is difficult for my tiny peon brain. Let me just put one next to it so I have a reference. There we go. All right. So if that's on this side, it's on the side that goes up into there. Okay. Yeah, that's not hard. I'd be putting that one there. Yeah, I've got this. And that's the one that goes into there because the splitter is there. There we go. This is easy. I've got this. That's... Wait. What have I fucked up here? I fucked something up here. What have I fucked up here? Oh, that's what I fucked up here. I've identified what I fucked up.
Okay, good.
Need to be doing that, which means... Oh, Christ. Sorry, again, for anyone who's watching this as their first series and they're wondering, like, what the fuck is the malfunction here? I am disabled. Part of my disability is I can't picture things in my head, so flipping something like that is very, very difficult for me, which is why I'm using the visual reference. I have to do it by audio. So I'm trying to work out the audio in my head, which is really, really hard. This is not the kind of thing you can do just through your own voice in your head very well. Okay. So this would have to be on this side. And then an inserter would be, or sorry, not inserter, a splitter would be over here. Yeah, because this would have to, it would be this to this. And
this all
then
kinda confuses me too.
You'll get the hang of it. Right. So that would be, whoops. Yeah, that would be here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so all I'm doing is I'm literally doing like this bottom bit here, but in reverse. I'm just flipping it.
Okay.
In fact, if I delete all of that, there, this is what I'm building.
Ah.
I'm just building this, but flipping it horizontally. Of which, as you can clearly tell right here, I have fucked up. In fact, if I that's where that's supposed to be, right? Yeah. If I just put those away, take this out. I need it to be this and this. That fixed it. Yeah, but they need to be over one. Oops. Yeah, over one. Like that. And there's the fix to it. Okay, I figured out where the problem was. It's got to be like that. And then that goes up into there to feed both of them. And then, oh no. Nope. Like I say like 50 times, I fixed it! And then I didn't fix it. No, it was correct having it right here and here. And then I could still just have this here. Yeah, that didn't even need to be flipped, that part. I just need to flip what side it was coming in from. There we go. Okay, I fixed it. It's 100% done. We don't need to deal with that again. It's 100% fixed.
Okay.
Yay! Welcome to Factorio.
All right.
Do you have the furnaces for this?
Furnaces.
Beautiful. You did a good job down there.
Furnaces. Not on me. I could make 8 of them.
Make 16. All you need to do is grab a bunch of stone from the stone chest.
I'll grab more stone.
All right.
All 1,272 of it.
And we'll get electricity running up here. There we go.
Now, furnaces can't rotate, right?
No. They don't have directions.
Okay. I think I've got these right.
There we go. Perfect. All right, yeah, that's going just fine. Then we need coal going in the other side, which is going to be the main problem. Got to run a coal line all the way up there.
Oh, man.
Not a huge deal. So this is where the underground belts really come in handy. So, yeah, this isn't too bad, actually, because we also have this big part right here that we left open just in case of something like this. So we could actually just run an above ground one like... yeah, we can actually run one just like that, because I just need to go to the right one. And we're going to slightly relocate that pole. There we go. Okay. Just so that we can have an underground pipe go through there to keep the water flowing for future boilers.
Of course.
There we go. Whoops, tree bonked me, and so I built things in the wrong spot. I hate that shit.
Those ents.
All right, cut them down.
They're always trying to slow down our progress.
And like that. Beautiful. There we go. We have
comes the
automated this. We just need electricity for it now, which I will set
coal
up.
train is here.
Perfect. That was way harder than it needed to be, mostly on account of me being stupid. But I fixed it.
I have one power pole that I will contribute to this.
All right.
It's in my inventory already.
All right. Put it on the last... okay, well, that's fine too. Slightly closer to progress. There we go.
I have made my impact.
There we go.
Making copper plates.
All right, I'm making another 10 electric drills by hand right now. I'm ruining your fun. You're not allowed to have fun.
Oh no, my
anymore.
merry-go-round.
Yeah, you're not allowed to have fun anymore.
I need to build another merry-go-round.
All right, I'm just going to go up the coal production just in case this causes a problem. And I'll get down there eventually. God, I miss my other file where I have, like, power feet and stuff.
Power feet.
You can get, like, an electro-skeleton thing that lets you run really fast.
Oh, man. What about a car? Should we make a car?
You can make a car. In fact, we're quite close to that. It's pretty far down the tech tree. It's mostly for exploration and combat more than anything, but you could use it for driving around the base if you're careful, because you can run stuff over and damage it.
Oh, can you, like, destroy your conveyor belts?
Not conveyor belts, I don't think, but any solid object. You could also kill yourself, or you could run over your partner. Which is not recommended.
Alright.
Alright, military research level 1's really easy, and we could use a submachine gun. It's just a pistol that shoots faster. Because the pistol's garbage. And we're gonna have to fight shit eventually.
I'm surprised we haven't had to kill anything yet.
We're not really producing a whole lot of pollution. If you run along the conveyor belts, you move a little faster, so we can use that to speed up travel a bit.
Oh yeah.